Hello, hello. I decided to come back outside again so everybody could see my flag. Can you see it? So, hi, how was your weekend? I hope it was super wonderful. And I wanted to share something with you. I took my own advice last night and started trying to eat healthy. So I had grilled chicken with barbecue and a baked potato and green beans. Now I think that's pretty healthy. It's a lot healthier than a candy bar or something like that. So I wanted to say thank you for being with us. Hey Paula, Parrish, how are you? So we have the flag. I'm trying to be a little quieter because there's somebody 2 doors down, and I'm thinking, I love it. I love outside. I love being outside, and I wanted to share with you guys tonight, anyone who listens. And when I saw this story, I started thinking, you know what? I did this last night, right? So why am I doing this story again? So I looked at the next page and it says, and suddenly all was calm. So I thought, I got so upset about reading the same story twice, and guess what? The next story is about being calm. So this story is really super cool. You are not going to want to miss anything on this one. And it is from Matthew chapter 8, verse 26. And it says, and Jesus answered, why are you afraid? You have so little faith. Then he stood up and rebuked the winds and waves, and suddenly all was calm. I started thinking, you know, if we just put our faith in God, everything just gets calm. And he has a plan. He has a purpose. He knows what's going on. And you know what? Sometimes we get upset and we're like, oh, I can't say this or I can't do that because, you know, I don't want to upset God. Or he already knows. And he is going to help us if we just rely on him. So let's dive right in here and see what it's talking about. I want to ask you, does anybody out there know how to swim? Does anybody know how to swim? I do, but I could not swim across a river or a lake. I could maybe swim from the shallow end to the deep end and maybe back of a pool, but that's about it. Hi, Tanya Stevens, how are you? So it looks like we have some people that are giving me a huge thumbs up that they know how to swim. Okay, got it. So let me ask you this. Do you know how to dive off the diving board and make a big splash? If you know how to do that, then I think I might want to come to your place and go swimming sometime, because I am not real super great at making a big splash, but I do know how to swim a little bit. I don't have to wear floaties anymore. I outgrew my floaties, but I love being around water. I absolutely love the water, and I think that's one of God's greatest things that he created. And I'm so thankful for the lakes and the rivers and the creeks and the oceans, and I love the water. Now, I'm not a big fisher person. I can't fish I don't actually fish at all. I have a hard time putting bait on the hook. I can't really do that. But let me tell you what happened. Some of Jesus' followers did not know how to swim. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. So one time when they were in a boat on a big lake, the wind began to tip the boat. It was filling with water. Now, can you imagine being out in the ocean and then all of a sudden your boat starts filling up with water? These followers of Jesus, they were afraid, even though Jesus was in the same boat. He wasn't afraid of the storm. In fact, he was asleep. His followers were afraid because they believed more in the storm than in Jesus. So Jesus scolded them. You have so little faith. They believed in the wrong thing. Many people today believe in the wrong thing. They have little faith in Jesus and great faith in the world. Hard times can come to us in this world. They're like the storm in this story. Jesus may seem to be sleeping through your storm, but you should always believe in him. Maybe the storm has come to help you believe in him even more. Jesus' followers cried out, Lord, sorry, another phone call. Lord, save us. They did just the right thing. The Bible says anyone who calls on the name of the Lord will be saved. What I wanted to share with you tonight is so often we can put our focus and our attention on the wrong thing. So I started out asking you if anybody could swim, and I talked to you that I could swim maybe from the shallow end to the deep end, back to the shallow end, or, I graduated from my floaties, so I don't have to wear those anymore. But if you think about what's really bothering us, it can get bigger and bigger and bigger, and we start focusing more and more and more on what's bothering us instead of focusing on how God can help us through that. So if you think you're going through something that's maybe a tough time, it's okay, because God is there for us. He wants to help us through that tough time, and He wants to show us that through Him, anything is possible. So the prayer tonight is, Dear God, thank you for saving us when we have faith in you. And the definition of faith is believing in things that are unseen. So if we have faith that something's going to happen, we don't know how it's going to happen, we don't know when it's going to happen, and we don't know where it's going to happen, but we know it's going to happen. That is faith. Believing that God will help us and protect us and have His loving arms wrapped all around us. We know He is here with us, and that is faith. So thank you guys for taking just a little bit of your evening to spend it with me. I love getting to see you guys every night. And hey, April, I'm so glad you joined us. Thank you so much for being a part and supporting the Bold Movement. And if you want to follow us, go to Facebook, or you can go to Instagram, Pinterest, or we are also on Twitter. And our theboldmovement.com. Our email address is info at theboldmovement.com. And I will see you tomorrow night at 7:30. Go out and be, what is it? Can't hear you. That's right. Go out and be bold. Be bold and share the love of Christ and the faith that you have that Jesus is going to protect us and take care of us no matter what happens. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.